Cold. Open. Hello and welcome in. It's the Mid-State Conference title game on Roco Radio, YouTube, Substack, and RocoRadio.com. We've got McMichael versus Rockingham County for the softball title in the Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A coming up in just about 15 minutes here on Roco Radio. Thank you so much for spending your Thursday evening with us, whatever platform you're listening on. Got an interview with Coach Candace Langle prior to the game. Also got one with Coach Bob Casto. First, we're going to catch up with Coach Candace Langle ahead of this conference title game. Here's what she had to say. I'm Jay Ramey of Roco Radio here with Coach Candace Langle of the Rockingham County Cougars. Coach, your team went on the championship run last year, obviously. How do you think that benefits you in a big conference championship game like this?
Yeah, I think, the players that were here last year, they know what it takes to win games at this point. We are pretty young. We do have 8 new freshmen, and so they are just kind of relying on the older ones to feed them that energy and the information and, the attitude that they need to be successful. So, yeah, whenever you can make a good run in playoffs, it definitely helps because it sets you up for, being prepared for games like this. So when it comes to that aspect, I think we're definitely ready.
Do you think it helps your team that, a lot of the players on this team haven't played in these big games and they've got that hunger to win still?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this class has been particular, especially when you're coming off winning a state championship. You want to prove yourself and you want to continue to live up to that legacy. And so this group is hungry and they're eager and they're excited to be here.
Last game against McMichael was an all-out war. You kind of relied on Avery Grace Pruitt to not throw anything other than strikes for the better part of the game. What do you think it's going to take in this game to get the win?
Yeah, definitely hitting the ball. We have to hit the ball better. We only had 3 hits last game, and that just isn't going to work tonight. Even if Avery Grace is throwing her best game, we still have to hit the ball to score a run to win the game. So, yeah, definitely hitting.
What are you looking to see from the top of your lineup in this ballgame?
Yeah, for them, I'm looking to see them attack the ball early. We can't get behind in the count. We can't watch good pitches come across the plate. So the message is to jump on it, jump on the first pitch if we like it, and hopefully get ahead early.
What was your message to the team, after the win a couple of days ago? What's been the messaging for the past couple of days?
Yeah, I think we hit the ball better last game. If you look at our run against Walkertown, the first game to the second game to the third game, we put the bat on the ball a lot better against Walkertown the third time. The score didn't reflect, what the hits showed, but that's the same message, just take that energy into tonight, jump on it early. That's what we did the other night, and so hopefully we'll do the same thing tonight.
And what is your team, the individual players, how do they feel about McMichael? I know it's a brimming rivalry right here.
Yeah, it's a big rivalry. The younger ones, it's not so much set in for them that this is such a big rivalry, but the older ones, they definitely know, they feel it. And, I think it's something that builds over time when you play each other so much and you play with each other on the weekend and you know each other personally. And so, I think it's a fun rivalry, but it's something that we look forward to playing to each year. I'm glad we're in the same conference again.
These 8 freshmen are probably going to dislike McMichael a whole lot more in the 3 years. All right, that's Coach Candace Langle of the Rockingham County Cougars. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
So a budding rivalry between these two teams. Coach Langle touched on it. We're going to refer back to that game between Rockingham County and McMichael that took place earlier this month quite a bit. Rockingham County won that one 2-1. Only 7 combined hits between the teams in the 7-inning game. Avery Grace Pruitt had 1 hit. It was the solo shot, go-ahead home run in the 6th inning. Chloe Ferguson had the other 2 hits, had a great game herself. Also put up a solo shot home run. On the McMichael side, it was Lizzie Wilson, Ava Harris, Lindsay Redmond, and Cora Engel, each with 1 hit apiece. McMichael did a better job of getting on base just in general initially. A lot of walks issued to them. They left 7 runners on base throughout the evening. We talked a little bit about that with Coach Bob Casto on the Roco Radio pregame show. Here's what he had to say. I'm Jay Ramey of Roco Radio here with Coach Bob Casto of the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Coach, this is a rivalry between you and your team in Rockingham County. What's your team's mindset going into this?
We're ready to play. We like the challenge and we need the challenge of facing Ava Grace, and they've got a good team, and obviously we split with them. We lost the game she pitched, so we got a little something to prove there.
What did you think about your team's performance on Tuesday night?
We did pretty good. We're still a little off on our timing, but we're hitting the ball hard. We just got it in the air too much, and that was not a night to get the ball in the air with the wind blowing in.
One problem in the game against Rockingham County that your team lost is it wasn't really hitting, but it was leaving batters on base. I think it was 7 total by the end of the night. How do you make sure that that doesn't happen this evening?
You nailed it. I don't know really how you make sure that happens. That's just what you're hoping for. We've kind of been working on that in practice on 2-strike approaches and putting the ball in play. That's what we need to do tonight, is not give them easy outs by the strikeout.
Did your team feel a lot of pressure coming into this, or are they feeling loose?
Oh, the team's loose. So, this is a big game for us, but we also have bigger goals. So this is a prep game for the playoffs. It's good for us to see her, because it'll be a while before we see a pitcher of that quality, but it also gets you ready for the playoffs.
What do you tell your team when they're about to go up against Ava Grace Pruitt, especially with how hard it is to get hits off of her?
To me, it's just to approach it to play. You have to have a plan when you go up there. If you go up there just saying, I'm going to hit, that doesn't really work against her. So you have to have something you're looking for. If it's early in the count, you have to hit it and not get behind. And once you have 2 strikes, you got to cut your swing down and put it in play.
And finally, Coach, Lindsay Redmond only gave up 3 hits against Rockingham County last time these two teams faced. What do you think she could take from that performance and just try to copy that and bring into this one?
Just build on it. She's been pounding the strike zone all year. Not many walks at all. So just keep that mindset, get ahead of the batters, and then she can throw the pitch she wants instead of giving in to them.
That's Coach Casto of the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Starting lineup's coming up here in a moment. Also going to have the Star Spangled Banner for you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank all of you for coming to the conference championships between the Rockingham Cougars and the Lady Phoenix. Tonight for your Lady Cougars, we have number 16, Macy Hunley, number 15, Ella Brannick, number 19, Lainey Rebb, number 5, Ava Grace Pruitt, number 3, Bella Jones, number 18, Annie Bell Lovelace, number 12, Abby Lipscomb, number 11, Cameron Wynett, number 10, Chloe Ferguson, number 13, Rylan Moore, and for your reserve side, we have number 27, Allie Humble, number 14, Izzy Rakeshaw, number 4, Lillian Rakeshaw, number 2, Ava Doss, number 8, Madison Childers, and number 21, Emma Rumley. And tonight for McMichael, we have number 16, Cora Engel, number 14, Lindsay Redmond, number 8, Olivia Wilson, number 9, Ava Harris, number 5, Lizzie Wilson, number 15, Ellie Southern, number 18, Gabby Schlosser, number 1, Courtney Fletcher, number 2, Riley Cope, and for reserve side we have number 4, Mac Johnson, number 3, Josie Tucker, number 6, Leanne Richardson, and number 7, Addie Cruz. If you are able, and remove all caps for the national anthem.
Yeah, boy.
So here we go. We are just about set for high school softball conference championship action here on Roco Radio. 69 degrees out here, 11-mile-per-hour winds, but not very strong wind gusts. Feels like it's died down a lot from yesterday. Sunny skies, just a few clouds in the skies. And sun is supposed to set at 8:06 p.m. Time of game, last time these two teams faced was far less than 2 hours, 6 minutes. So we're expecting to have sun shining on the field for the entirety of the game. Cora Engel will be leading off for the Phoenix, followed by Lindsay Redmond, Olivia Wilson, then Ava Harris, Lizzie Wilson, Ellie Southern, Gabby Slosser, Courtney Fletcher, and Riley Cope. For Rockingham County, the lineup looks like this. Macy Hunley will be batting first, Ella Brannick batting second, Lainey Rebb third, Ava Grace Pruitt batting fourth, Bella Jones batting fifth, Annabelle Lovelace batting sixth, Abby Lipscomb batting seventh, Cam Winan batting eighth, Chloe Ferguson batting ninth. Looking in the field for McMichael, they're going to have Ellie Southern at first, Ava Harris at second, Olivia Wilson at third, Cora Engel at third, Gabby Slosser in left, Courtney Fletcher in center, Riley Cope in right, Lizzie Wilson behind the plate, and Lindsay Redmond in the circle. Stepping in for the first pitch of this conference championship softball game will be Macy Hunley. Takes the first pitch for a strike one. The 0-1 count, as it is fouled back towards the fans to make it an 0-2 count. Hunley facing an 0-2 count. Hunley will swing and miss. That's a strikeout to start off this game. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, thrown by Lindsay Redmond.
Batting number 15, Ella Brannick.
Ella Brannick comes up to the plate immediately after Redmond earns her 154th strikeout of the season. Brannick stands in, closed stance, will foul that one off hard towards the trees on the first pitch. 0-1 count. Brannick steps back into the batter's box. Brannick batting .468 this season. Here's the pitch. Takes it for strike 2. 5 pitches, 5 strikes thrown thus far by Lindsay Redmond. Third pitch of the at-bat. Fouled back into the fence. Third foul ball thus far for the Cougars. Brannick stands in. The pitch from number 14. Brannick takes it outside for ball 1 of the game. 1 count now. It's the pitch count for Brannick. Brannick steps in with the bases empty and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Brannick takes it above the ankle for ball 2. Got an even count for Brannick, who steps out and now steps back in. It's a 2-2 count. Bases empty, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Brannick will send it over to first. It'll bounce off the glove of Ellie Southern. Brannick reaches first on an error. So the Rockingham County Cougars have their first woman on base as Lainey Rebb will come up to the plate. So Brannick reaches on the E3 as Rebb will step in. Rebb, one of 2 seniors on the squad, will chop that one foul over towards her dugout, just over the fence. Ellie Southern tried to make the play, but it landed out of play. It's an 0-1 count now for Rebb. Here's the pitch. Rebb takes it for ball 1. 1-1 count for Rebb. who takes a practice swing and steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Brannick's on first. Second and third are empty. One out on the board for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. Takes it high. It'll bounce out of the glove of Wilson. And that'll let Brannick advance to second on the pass ball. So now a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Reb sends that one down the third base foul line, just in front of Candace Lingle, who is over at third. 2-2 count. Got a pretty good crowd here in Eden, trying to see who becomes the conference champions. Even count now for Reb. Reb watches that one sail high to make it a 3-2 count. Reb was walked once, struck out once on Tuesday. She'll foul that one off to keep the at-bat going. Wilson retrieves it. As Reb faces the full count with a runner in scoring position. Ava Grace Pruitt on deck, Bella Jones in the hole. Reb steps back in, here's the pitch. Inside, walked her. Lainey Reb earns the walk and heads to first base. Now runners on first and second for AGP. Pruitt steps up to the plate. 7 runs batted in this season. Here's the pitch. Takes it inside, 1-0 count. Second pitch, fouls it off. Ran all the way to first before it was called foul. Rockingham County trying to get on top of this one early. They struggled mightily to put runners on base the last time they faced McMichael. The pitch from Redmond. Pruitt chases it. Strike 2. It's a 1-2 count for Ava Grace Pruitt. Brannick the junior on second, Reb the senior on first. Here's the pitch. Pruitt pops it up over towards first. Ellie Southern makes the grab for out number 2 of the inning.
Now up to bat, number 3, Bella Jones.
Bella Jones heads up to the plate. Here's the shortstop, who had 2 runs batted in this Tuesday to help Rockingham County secure the win and earn their spot here today. First pitch, Jones sends it over the head of Southern. Brannick's rounding third, heading for home. She's in. Another big play from Jones. The RBI single puts Rockingham County on top. Brannick goes all the way home, scoring her 16th run of the year. Reb heads to third, and Jones is held up at first with the RBI single. Annabelle Lovelace steps into the batter's box for her first at-bat of a conference title game. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off on the first one, 0-1 count. Runners on the corners for Lovelace. Rockingham County scored a combined 3 runs in the first 2 games against McMichael. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up. It'll go over towards right field. Somebody's got to get there. Nobody does. 3 players in the area, none of them able to come up with it. Giving Lovelace a second chance. Runners on first and third, 2 outs here as we get things underway in the top of the first. The pitch. Lovelace Sends it into center field, and the grab is made by Courtney Fletcher. So we head to the bottom half of inning number 1. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base as the Rockingham County Cougars take a 1-0 lead early on the Fighting Phoenix.
Hey everyone, just a reminder, our concession stands are open. We have cake pops, popcorn.
Cora Engel, Lindsay Redmond, and Olivia Wilson are due up to start things off for the Fighting Phoenix. Undoubtedly, they're going to want to get some offense going to respond to the Cougars. McMichael this season 19-3, 10-1 in the conference after their Tuesday win in the conference semifinals. We'll see what Cora Engel does as she gets set to start things off. Engel batting .500 this year. 68 at-bats, 34 hits. She's batted in 26 runners on 6 doubles, a triple, and 10 home runs. Leading the team in home runs, second is Lindsay Redmond, who's got 8 this year. Lindsay Redmond will be batting right after Cora Engel. And then batting third will be Olivia Wilson, who's batting .472. No home runs this season, but she's gotten 11 extra base hits, 8 doubles, 3 triples for the Phoenix. So Ava Grace Pruitt going to stand in the circle, warming up with her catcher, Annabelle Lovelace. Pruitt's pitching stats this season, otherworldly. 69.1 innings pitched, 28 hits, only 8 earned runs, 160 strikeouts to 39 walks. An ERA of .81. That's who Cora Engel is going to have to come up to the plate and face. Engel steps in. She'll watch the first one sail by for a ball. Engel steps back in. She was the only player to score a run in their loss to Rockingham County. As Pruitt sends that one over the head of her catcher. Nobody on base to advance. It's a 2-0 count. Ava Grace Pruitt stands there in the center of the circle. Here's the pitch. Down the middle for a strike. 2-1. Hitters count here for Engel. The pitch. Takes it for strike 2. Now evening up the count is Pruitt. Engel playing third base tonight steps in. Here's the lefty. Cuts on that one, powers it out, but foul on the right side. Engel steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Sends that one into deep right center. And missing it is the right fielder, Brannick. So reaching second on an error will be Cora Engel. So Lindsay Redmond will come up to the plate with a runner on second. Sun may have had a little bit to do with that. There's very few clouds in the sky today. Redmond gets into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. A 0-1 count for Lindsay Redmond. Here's the pitch. Takes it for strike 2. So Lindsay Redmond watching 2 strikes sail by. Redmond will tap the plate. Here's the pitch. Just missed. A little bit up there, 1-2 count. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. It's fouled back into the backstop to keep it at 1-2. Lindsay steps back in. Pitcher versus pitcher. The pitch is fouled off once again. Went down 0-2 in the count. A ball and back-to-back foul balls keep this thing alive. Redmond picks up her bat. Swings and misses. Redmond will strike out, putting out one on the board as Olivia Wilson comes up to the plate.
Now up to bat, number 8, Olivia Wilson.
Olivia Wilson draws a cross in the dirt and takes a practice swing. She's set to stand in to the left-hand batter's box. Cora Engel is on second base, 1 out on the scoreboard as Redmond struck out in a long at bat. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch by Olivia Wilson. Wilson jumps back in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss once again. Wilson's only struck out 11 times this season in 22 games. Here's Olivia Wilson facing an 0-2 count. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. That goes outside to make it a 1-2 count. That went out of reach for Olivia Wilson, who drops back in. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Olivia Wilson makes it back-to-back strikeouts. Thrown by Ava Grace Pruitt.
Number 9, Ava Harris.
Ava Harris now digs in on the left side. No batting gloves for Harris. First pitch of the at-bat is a roller that'll let Cora Engel advance to third base. So as close as she can get to tying this one up, depending on Ava Harris to bring her in. Ava versus Ava. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Harris stands back in. 29 runs batted in this season. Swings and misses. A 30th run batted in would tie this one up. 1-2 count now. Harris steps back in. She is sat down on strikes. 3 strikeouts in a row. Ava Grace Pruitt has now thrown 163 strikeouts on the season. We head to inning number 2. No runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. It's a 1-0 Rockingham County lead after 1 as these teams vie for the Mid-State Conference title. Thanks for joining us here on Roco Radio. Happy to have you along, whether you're on YouTube, Substack, or RocoRadio.com. As McMichael gets back on defense. Due up for the Cougars is the bottom of their lineup, Abby Lipscomb, Cam Wynant, and Chloe Ferguson. Up next for the Cougars. So we'll see what the Cougars can do as they try to add on to this 1-0 lead.
Now to bat, number 12, Abby Lipscomb.
Lipscomb taps the plate with her bat. Lipscomb watches that one go high, 1-0 count. Lipscomb takes that one for strike one. Even count here for Lipscomb. She's batting .333 this season. Standing in with the pink batting gloves. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-1. A good take there for Lipscomb. Hitters count now for number 12 as she leads off this second inning for the Cougars. Takes it inside 3-1. It's an extended hitters count for Lipscomb. The pitch. Lipscomb is walked. Abby Lipscomb draws her 8th walk of the season and heads to first base. Cam Wynan is up next. The youngest starter in the state title lineup last year. Here's the pitch. Outside 1-0. Wynan's got a runner on first as Lizzie Wilson is going to talk things over with Lindsay Redmond. Wynan going to take a practice swing as they stand in the circle. On deck is Chloe Ferguson, who had 2 of the 3 hits Rockingham County earned to put them over McMichael earlier this month. Final score of that one was 2-1. Wynan steps back in. Here's the pitch. Chops that one over to second. Lead runner is going to advance. So a 4-3 there, but Abby Lipscomb advances into scoring position. Chloe Ferguson comes up to the plate. Asked her before the game whether she goes by Chloe or Sue. She said, do either one. I said, I got to pick one. So she said, just do Chloe then. Here's the pitch. Chloe swings and misses on the first one. So an 0-1 count here for Ferguson, batting 9th in the lineup. After this one, it'll be back up top to Macy Hunley. On second is Lipscomb. Sunny day in the high 60s here in the Tri-City. The pitch from Redmond. Down the middle for a big strike. Now an 0-2 count. Ferguson watches that one go above the brim of her helmet for the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hitters count. Pitchers count, rather. Struck her out. Up backwards, K. The second strikeout of the evening for Lindsay Redmond.
Now back to top, number 16, Macy Hunley.
Macy Hunley comes up to the plate. Runner on second, but 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Takes it low. Lipscomb thought about advancing. A great job by Lizzie Wilson of holding on to that one. So the runner stays at second for Macy Hunley, who's playing in center field this evening. Here's the pitch. Swings on that one high. Missed it low. Even count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Takes it high, 2-1. Cut on that one and foul tipped it off. So it's now a 2-2 count. Hunley struck out in her first at bat. Hunley a slightly open stance. Here's the pitch. Hunley swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lindsay Redmond. As we head to the bottom half of the second inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and one runner left on base. Abby Lipscomb reached on a walk to start things off. Cam Wynant advanced her with a 4-3. But Ferguson and Hunley go down on strikes to bring us to the bottom half of the second inning with the same score, 1-0 in favor of the Rockingham County Cougars. As the girls from Wentworth try to take down the girls from Mayodan. Ava Grace Pruitt back in the circle after putting up 3 strikeouts, all of which were swinging in the first inning. Coming up for the Fighting Phoenix is Lizzie Wilson, Ellie Southern, and then Gabby Schlosser. Lizzie Wilson playing catcher, Ellie Southern playing first, and Schlosser is in left field this evening. Lizzie Wilson will walk up to the plate. Wilson batting .526. You heard that right, .526. 30 hits in 57 at-bats.
Now to bat, number 5.
11 runs scored, 20 runs batted in. Won 5 doubles, a pair of triples, and 2 home runs. Here comes Lizzie Wilson, standing in. Here's the pitch. Takes that one way high. It'll bounce out of the glove of Lovelace and into the backstop. 1-0 count. Wilson takes that one for a strike. Umpire holds up his fist. 1-1. Number 5 versus number 5. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase that one as it sailed above the left-hand batter's box. Wilson walks off, has some words with Coach Casto, and walks back to the plate. A 1-2 count. The pitch to Wilson. Sends that one sky high. Will it go out of play? Yes, it will. Just over the fence. Takes a hop off the top of the first base dugout to keep it at 1-2. It's 1-2 for Lizzie Wilson, who heads back to the plate. Fifth pitch of the at-bat is a swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts in a row. Ellie Southern up next.
Number 15, Ellie Southern.
Southern batting .259 this year. Here's the pitch to Southern. Swings and misses on that one, went a little early. Nobody on base for the Fighting Phoenix. 1 out on the board as Southern, who's playing first base, steps back in. Southern swings and misses on that one to make it an 0-2 count. Down 0-2 in the count. Ellie Southern cranks back and sends that one foul towards the baseball field. Had some carry on it. Would have went further right. That probably would have been a home run. No balls, 2 strikes for Southern. Nails that one foul again as well, and I'm 99% sure that went on to the baseball field. They have not started their game yet, I don't think. But I'm pretty sure that went over the wall. 0-2. A reverse home run, you would call it. That'll go past her. As Southern watches that one hit the dirt 1-2. Pitcher scout. Here it comes. That one will bounce past as well, 2-2. So back-to-back passed balls, nobody on base, one out for the Fighting Phoenix. Southern steps back in. Did she go? Punch out. A backwards K. The first looking strikeout of the night for the Fighting Phoenix.
Number 18, Gabby Schlosser.
Gabby Schlosser comes up to the plate. Schlosser stands in. The first pitch. Did she go for it? Appeal to the first base umpire. He said she went. She is dismayed. 0-1 count now for Schlosser. Schlosser cuts on that one as well, the riser. 0-2. Schlosser, who did not start in either of the first two games, takes it down the middle for punch-out number 6 of the ball game. 6 strikeouts in a row since Cora Engel reached on an error in the first inning. We head to the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base, as Pruitt has brought her strikeout count up to 166 this year. Ella Brannick, Lainey Rebb, Ava Grace Pruitt are due up for the Rockingham County Cougars as they cling tightly to this 1-0 lead. Third inning on the way here on ROCO Radio. Thanks for being with us. Lizzie Wilson sets in behind home plate as Lindsey Redmond will warm up. Thus far, the Cougars have only produced 1 hit. They reached on an error, and they've made it to base on 2 walks thus far, so they've left 3 runners on base. Sort of the reverse of last game, when it was the Fighting Phoenix leaving runners on base. They left 7 total runners on base in that game that occurred earlier this month.
Number 15, Ella Brannick.
So Ella Brannick is going to lead things off here in the third inning. Brannick, who won a championship ring last year with this Cougars squad, reached on an error and scored a run in the first inning. Brannick sets in even stance in the right-handed batter's box. Pitch number 1 goes down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Brannick, seeking her 23rd hit of the year, watches that one go high. Evening things up at 1-1 for the junior. Nobody on base as we have started off this third inning. Here's Brannick chopping that one. It's a base hit for Brannick as it rolls into center field. Brannick gets her 23rd hit of the year to bring up Lainey Rebb. Lainey Rebb reached base on a walk in the first inning, made it all the way to third, but wasn't able to bring it home. Rebb batting .333 coming into this one. 14 hits, 16 runs scored. 4 of those hits have been extra base hits. Takes it high, ball 1 for number 19. Second pitch is sent into center field, shallow center for the base hit. 2 runners on now for the Rockingham County Cougars. Back-to-back hits. They have now matched their hit total through just 6 outs. As many hits in this game thus far as they had in their last game against McMichael, which they won 2-1. That one in made in. Pruitt steps in with 2 runners on. Pruitt swings on the first one. It's over towards second. Runners will advance. The 4-3. And that'll bring up Bella Jones with 2 runners in scoring position. She's had 3 runs batted in this tournament. Of the 4 total runs the Cougars have scored in the Mid-State Conference playoffs, she's batted in 3 of them. Jones will step in now with 2 runners in scoring position. Ella Brannick is on third. Laney Rebb is on second. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses on the first one. Went a little early, 0-1 count. Jones batting .342 this season, steps back in. Here's number 3 at the plate. Takes that one inside, 1-1 count, as Lizzie Wilson has to jump over to make the grab. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off. Jones steps back in. Here's the pitch. Jones pops that one foul. Rockingham County fans are hyped as Jones steps in. It's a big pitch here. 1-2 count, 2 runners in scoring position, just 1 out on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch. She thought about going, did not. It's a wise decision, 2-2. Even count now for Jones. Here's the pitch. Jones sends it out there. She's got another RBI. It's 2-0. She's got 2 RBIs on that play. It's now 3-0. Ella Brannick and Laney Rebb score. 3 innings, 3 runs batted in. The Rockingham County Cougars lead it 3-0. Jones with a 2 RBI double into right center. Brannick's in to score her 2nd run of the night and 17th total of the season. Rebb's in to make it 3-0. Annabelle Lovelace will come up to the plate next. She's got a runner on second. A 3-0 score here in the third as Lovelace sends the first one foul over the right field fence. Lovelace steps out and takes a practice swing. Lovelace takes it outside, 1-1.
Hey, Blue, where's the strike zone? Same for both sides, baby. Same for both sides.
Here's the pitch. Lovelace sends it through for the base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Jones. It is 4-0 Rockingham County. Lovelace with the RBI single. Bringing Jones home and making it 4-0. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off. Here she is with a runner on first and a 4-0 lead. She will send that over to second, and the E4, as it just fell out of the glove of Ava Harris, puts runners on first and second for the Cougars.
Now to bat, number 11, Cameron Wyatt.
So multiple errors tonight for the Phoenix thus far. This inning has gone very poorly for them. Back-to-back singles from Brannick and Reb started it off. Evergrace Pruitt advanced them with a 4-3. Bella Jones drives in 2 runs with her hit into right center. Annabelle Lovelace gets an RBI of her own. And now Lipscomb reaches on an error to put runners on first and second for Cam Wynant. Wynant grounded into a 4-3 in the second inning. Wynant's driven in 10 runs in her 47 plate appearances. Number 11 at the plate. Here's the pitch. Strike one, down the middle, 0-1 count. Wynant steps back in. Here's the pitch. Wynant sends that one through for another base hit. Rounding third, heading for home is Lovelace. She's in. 5-0 Cougars as Wynant gets an RBI single of her own.
Number 10, Sue Ferguson.
We are now at the 8th batter of this inning for the Cougars. As they lead at 5-0, only 1 out on the board. Chloe Ferguson at the plate. Here's the pitch. Takes it for strike one. A 5-0 lead here in the third inning. That one is going to bounce over the head of Redmond and into the outfield. That'll bring in another run for the Cougars. What a job by the Lady Cougars this inning as Chloe Ferguson joins the party and gets the RBI, advancing Cam Wynant and bringing Abby Lipscomb home. 4 different players have gotten a run batted in this inning alone as we are back up to the top of the lineup with Macy Hunley. Cougars will have batted through once Hunley's at-bat takes place. 6-0 in favor of the Cougars. Cam Wynant is on second base. Chloe Ferguson is on first. Meeting in the circle between Lizzie Wilson, Lindsay Redmond, and Coach Casta. $6-0 lead for the Cougars. Only 1 out this inning. The last 5 batters have either gotten an RBI or scored a run.
Now to bat, number 16, Macy Hunley.
Here comes Macy Hunley to the plate. So here's Hunley with a 6-0 ball game. Stepping back in. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses on it early, 0-2. Runners on first and second. 1 out for Macy Hunley. 6-0 lead for the Cougars. Here's the pitch. Takes it for strike 3. A big strikeout there for Redmond.
Number 15, Ella Brannick.
And now Ella Brannick will come up to the plate. Brannick was the one who got this inning started with the single and the run scored. 4 other players have scored since she scored the first 2 runs. Takes the first one low. Wilson has to reach into the dirt to grab it. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off towards the trees. Brannick will jump back into the batter's box. With the even 1-1 count, here's the pitch. Outside 2-1. Brannick reached on an error in the first, had a single to start off this 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Outside for a strike as Brannick will step out. She's down to her last strike. Umpire holds up 2 fingers on each hand. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Brannick. The pitch. Brannick swings on that one and misses. A monstrous 3rd inning for these Rockingham County Cougars. They score 5 runs. 5 runs on 6 hits. 1 error and 2 runners left on base. Inning that couldn't have gone much better for them. They had a total of 3 runs scored in their first 2 games against the Fighting Phoenix this year. They now have 6 runs scored through 3 innings here in Eden. Ava Grace Pruitt returns to the circle for inning number 3 of work. She's struck out the last 6 batters she's faced since Cora Engel led off the game by reaching on an error to center. Courtney Fletcher, Riley Cope, and Cora Engel are due up for the Lady Phoenix.
Now to bat, number 1, Courtney Fletcher.
So Courtney Fletcher is going to walk up to the plate. Batting 8th in the lineup is the center fielder. Pruitt's first pitch of the inning rolls down the middle for a strike, 0-1 count. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube, Substack, or RocoRadio.com. We're happy to have you along as the Cougars lead it 6-0 over the Fighting Phoenix here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Fletcher trying to change that as she takes that one for ball 1. Even count now for number 1. Fletcher stands back in. Shows bunt. Pulls it back in time, making it a 2-1 count. Feels like the Phoenix have not been ahead in the count often this ball game. Fletcher has a hitter's count right now. Ava Grace will pitch to Courtney, who lays down a bunt. Pruitt with the grab, bare hands it, and overthrows it. It'll go into right field. Fletcher is held up at first. So a throwing error will put Fletcher on the first base bag.
Now to bat, number 2, Riley Cope.
Both teams now with 2 errors apiece as Riley Cope will come up to the plate. The right fielder, Riley Cope, is batting 146 this year. 6 hits, 6 runs batted in. Tried to lay down a bunt. Takes it for a strike, 0-1. Cope steps back into the batter's box. Showing bunt again. That'll be another strike on failed bunt attempts. 0-2. Cope takes a practice swing and marks her spot in the dirt. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got her on strikes. 7 strikeouts this ball game for Pruitt.
Number 16, Cora Engel.
Cora Engel walks up to the plate. Engel batting .500 coming into this one. She made it all the way to third base in the first inning. Takes that one high, 1-0 count. Engel has been walked 15 times this year. She's only struck out 4 times. The pitch to Engel. Takes it down the middle for a strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. It'll go outside, 1-1. Engel will step back into the left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. Engel lines that one. It'll pop out of the glove of Reb. So now rounding second and heading to third is Fletcher. So Fletcher and Engel make it to first. Make it to third and second, rather. After Engel's hit goes right through the glove of Reb. And I think it was going foul.
Now to bat, number 14, Lindsay Redmond.
But Reb's glove touched it first, which means there's now 2 runners on base. Lindsay Redmond with a big opportunity here. Takes it at the feet. It's a 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. Goes way early, 1-1. Here's the pitch. It goes high, 2-1. Hitters count here. That goes outside. Fletcher is held up at third as Lovelace ran back to the backstop and made the grab. So Fletcher stays put at third. Engel is at second. 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch. It is popped up sky high. It'll stay in the fence. And the grab is made by Lainey Reb. So a fly out to first puts 2 outs on the board
Now to bat,
for the Fighting Phoenix.
Olivia Wilson.
Olivia Wilson comes up to the plate. They're down 6-0. Got to get some runs in here soon. You do not want to leave 2 runners in scoring position. This was the big issue the last game for them. Part of the reason they split the season series with the Cougars. Here's the pitch. That goes outside, rolls past, and Lovelace is going to see it bounce off the backstop and make the grab. Leda Hatley in the comments with a scoreboard update. McMichael Rockingham County baseball tied 0-0 after 3 innings. Jonathan Hatley is on the call there with Facebook, YouTube, Substack, and RocoRadio.com if you want to listen in to the Mid-State baseball title game. Swing and a miss. Big swing there, but a big miss for Olivia Wilson. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Hitters count here. That one's going to be fouled off towards the baseball field. Now evened at 2-2. A 2-2 even count. She's got Fletcher on third, Engel on second, but 2 outs on the scoreboard. The pitch drills that one deep left field, and running over to make the catch is Chloe Ferguson. 2 runners left stranded. After the fly out to left field, we head to inning number 4. No runs on no hits, 2 errors, 2 runners left on base, as the Fighting Phoenix still trail it by 6 as we head to the 4th inning. Thanks for joining us on Roco Radio YouTube, on RocoRadio.com, or Roco Radio's Substack at RocoRadioSports.substack.com. Joe Dexter published an interesting article there. If you're subscribed to our Substack, you'll receive any articles that we post throughout the postseason for free directly in your inbox. You'll get notified every time we post. So Lindsay Redmond returns to the mound. It was a rough inning in the 3rd. 6 hits, 5 runs for the Rockingham County Cougars, as Redmond struggled to put outs on the board. Here comes Lainey Rebb to the plate. Ava Grace Pruitt, Bella Jones due up this inning as well. Rebb steps in. Holds her bat high, takes it for strike 1, 0-1 count. Cougars wearing their black jerseys, black pants with white pinstripes down them. Cougars written in cursive across the chest. Second pitch, chops that one into the dirt for a base hit as it went between 2nd and 3rd. Rebb now with her 2nd base hit of the night. She has reached base 3 times, twice on singles, once on a walk. Ava Grace Pruitt comes up to the plate. She advanced 2 runners to 2nd and 3rd in that critical 3rd inning. Pruitt struck out 7 batters in a row in this very game. She'll now step into the batter's box. First pitch, has to dodge it, 1-0 count. One ball, no strikes. Pruitt sends that one to the pitcher, trying to turn the double play. Did she get the lead runner? Pulled her off the bag. She's safe. Whoa. So Rebb makes it to 2nd. Pruitt makes it to 1st. On an E4, I believe, Rebb looks like she's in some distress. Don't know what they'll officially score it, but it was an error in my scorebook. As Rebb is now on 2nd, Pruitt on 1st. Key number here, no outs on the board. Bella Jones will foul that one off. She's had the hot hand this conference playoffs. She steps out and takes a practice swing. No balls, 1 strike for Jones. Jones stands in. Here's the pitch. Takes it low, 1-1 count. Jones steps back in. 2 runners on. 2-1 count now as she watches that sail by. Jones with 3 runs batted in, a single and a double already, and we're just in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Fouls that one back into the backstop. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Jones. Jones takes another practice swing. Big moment here for Jones. Sends it into the air and foul behind the press box to keep the at-bat alive. With that foul ball, Jones able to avoid her 10th strikeout of the season. Number 3 written on the back of her jersey in white. RC Cougar paw print logo on the shoulder as she takes that one for strike 3. Bella Jones is retired on strikes. A backwards K in the scorebook, as Lindsay Redmond will earn for her 5th strikeout of the ball game. 6th strikeout of the ball game, rather. Annabelle Lovelace comes up to the plate. Saw her some on the basketball court towards the end of the season as she sends that one into center field. Loads up the bases. No, she doesn't. Reb's coming home, and Reb is in. An RBI single for Annabelle Lovelace. She's got back-to-back RBI singles in back-to-back innings. Puts the Cougars up 7-0. Ava Grace Pruitt advances to second. Strike 1. It's an 0-1 count for Lipscomb. 2 runners on base for her. Second pitch. Swings on it early. It'll go high into the air and is grabbed by Olivia Wilson for out number 2 of the inning. Fly out to shortstop brings up Cam Winant with 2 outs on the board. She's 1 for 2 with a single, and she grounded into a 4-3 back in the second inning. Winant pops that one over to short, and the grab is made. Olivia Wilson on back-to-back pitches makes the grab. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning after 1 run is scored on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners are left on base. 7-0 lead for the Rockingham County Cougars. Due up for the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. It's Ava Harris, Lizzie Wilson, and Ellie Southern. Ava Harris batting .525 this year. Lizzie Wilson is batting .526. And Ellie Southern is batting .259. Got to get some offense going as we get into the second half of the game. We're at the midway point here in the middle of the 4th. Rockingham County with 7 runs on the scoreboard. They had 1 run in the first, 5 in the third, and 1 in the 4th. Meanwhile, McMichael has remained scoreless throughout. They've not had a hit yet. Reached on an error 3 times, so 3 runners have been left on base. Pruitt warms up with Annabelle Lovelace. Teammates on the basketball court this season, senior and the freshman. Ava Harris, the second base player, is coming up to the plate. McMichael written in white across the chest. Columbia blue and gold. Columbia blue is the stripe above and below the white. McMichael's written in royal blue. Columbia blue numbers on the back, lined in white, and royal blue jerseys with the white pants and the Columbia blue socks. No gold on the jerseys that I can see. As Harris gets set to stand in. Looks like Coach Lingle is making an adjustment as she speaks with the home plate umpire.
Good job, Blake.
So according to the umpire, Childress will come in for Laney Reb. They're going to move Brannick over to first. And I think they're going to put Childress in the outfield where Brannick was placed earlier. Here's the pitch. Big cut on that one and a miss. 0-1 count for Ava Harris. Second pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Back-to-back swings, back-to-back misses. Harris stands in the right-handed batter's box. No batting gloves. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Keeps the at-bat alive. Got an 0-2 count going here for Harris. Number 9. Fouls that one back into the ceiling of the backstop. Keeps it 0-2. Harris fouls that one back as well. 3 straight foul balls after going down 0-2 in the count. And they're waiting on a softball after the many foul balls. One of them sent back in to the field of play.
Just a reminder, if you have a foul ball, please return it to the nearest dugout.
So back to the action here. Ava Harris went down 0-2 in the count. Now 3 straight foul balls. Still an 0-2 count for her. Here it comes. Harris! Big cut on that one, but a big miss. 8 strikeouts this evening for Ava Grace Pruitt. Lizzie Wilson rubs some dirt on her hands. 4th inning, they've got to get some offense going. Lizzie Wilson watches that one go by. 0-1. It's like watching something in 2x speed. Wilson drops back in. Here's the pitch. Wilson. Huge cut on that one. Got her to chase 0-2. Some frustration shown on the faces of these McMichael players. Only 3 players have been able to make it to base. Wilson's trying to be the 4th, but the catch is made in right field by Childress. So the play made by Childress brings up Ellie Southern. Strikeout and then a fly out to right field brings up first base Ellie Southern. We'll see what number 15 does. Southern takes the strike high. Late call there. 0-1 count for her. Southern powers that one into deep center, and Southern sends that one over the wall. A solo shot home run for Ellie Southern. Puts the McMichael Fighting Phoenix on the board. It's 7-1, Rockingham County Cougars. Still ahead, but McMichael now on the board, and they are hyped up reasonably so. They hadn't even had an official base hit. Reached on 3 errors this ball game. Now they're on the board with a hit. Now they're on the board with a home run. Coming courtesy of Ellie Southern, who yelled, "Let's go," as she rounded third base. Southern with her 4th home run of the season. It comes in a big game. A 7-1 ball game here in the 4th. 2 outs on the board for the Fighting Phoenix. Stepping in is Schlosser. Let's see if they can get some momentum going. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Bases are empty after Southern's home run. The pitch to the left fielder went just a little bit early. 0-2. Number 18 walks back towards the plate. Swing and a miss. A strikeout there. We head to inning number 5. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo shot home run from Ellie Southern. No errors and no runners left on base. Ava Harris, Gabby Schlosser, victims of strikeouts. Lizzie Wilson send it into deep right field, but the catch was made by Childress. Due up for the Rockingham County Cougars, it's Chloe Ferguson. Then back to the top of the lineup, it'll be Macy Hunley, followed by Ella Brennick, who has scored 2 runs tonight. Leda Hatley in the comments with a scoreboard update. Rockingham County leads McMichael 1-0 after 4 innings. If you want to listen into that game, Jonathan Hatley is bringing you the call on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, and RocoRadio.com. 5th inning on the way, as the Rockingham County Cougars will try to add to their lead. They've scored in 3 of the 4 innings. 1 run apiece in the 1st and the 4th. 5 runs in the 3rd inning was what put this one nearly out of reach. Chloe Ferguson is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI single tonight.
Now up to bat, number 10, Sue Ferguson.
Ferguson gets ready and steps in. Swings on the first one and sends it foul, 0-1. It's an 0-1 for Ferguson. Second pitch is going to be a ball 1 for Ferguson. Ferguson against the Fighting Phoenix this year is 4 for 6 as she fouled that one back. So batting .667 against this team. One of the contenders in the 3A. Back in the chalk is the left fielder. Ferguson fouls that one off as well. Still 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ferguson sends it into center field, and it'll drop right at the wall. Heading to second, trying to get the double, slides in. It's a double for Chloe Ferguson, who put that just an inch shy of a home run. That'll bring up Macy Hunley with a runner in scoring position.
Now to bat, number 14, Izzy Rakestraw.
Izzy Rakestraw going to be pinch hitting for Macy Hunley. Izzy Rakestraw heads to the plate. Rakestraw batting .300 this year. As she gets ready to step into the batter's box. Rakestraw just 3 for 10 this season. As she steps in, here's the pitch. Fouls the first one off towards her own dugout. 0-1.
I seen her at the traffic light right there at Sheets today. I was just waving. She was in another world.
Rakestraw steps back in. Chops that one towards the baseball field. And she swung on it high. 0-2. Izzy Rakestraw steps in, hitting for Macy Hunley. Takes it inside, 1-2. Hunley had 3 strikeouts thus far this game before number 14 subbed in. Umpire dusts off home plate as number 14 steps in. 14 versus 14. That one will be a bowling strike to the plate. 2-2. Evening up the count is Izzy Rakestraw. Dugout is hyped. Rakestraw sends that one foul as well. Rakestraw keeping this at bat going. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts this season for Rakestraw. Swings and misses, went for it too early, and she will head back to the dugout. A strikeout swinging puts 1 out on the board. Runner will stay at second as Ella Brennick heads up to the plate. Brannick reached on an error, had a single. She scored twice, and she struck out in her last at bat. Takes the first one for a ball 1. It's a 1-0 count for Ella Brannick. Steps back within the 4 lines. Brannick watches that one sail by for a strike. Lindsay Redmond has struck out 7 batters this game. That's fouled back into the backstop. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes with a runner, 1 second. The corners are empty. Brannick powers that one foul. Brannick steps back in. Pitcher's count here for Redmond. Brannick swings on it early, sends the ball spinning foul. And out of play. Goes over the press box towards the American flag. Still a 1-2 count for Brannick. Here's the pitch. That one is sent over towards second. Runner will advance. So the 4-3, and held up at third base will be Chloe Ferguson. They tried to tag her out at third, Engel did.
Now to bat, number 8, Madison.
She was able to tag up. Madison Childress comes up to the plate in place of Lainey Rebb, who did a fantastic job tonight. Had 2 singles, 2 runs scored, a walk, and reached third one time. Childress steps in. Fouls back. Right in front of me. The 0-1. Sends that one into the glove of Redmond. Makes a nonchalant throw to first. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It is now still 7-1. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It was Chloe Ferguson that got stranded over at third. Bottom of the 5th on the way here as McMichael will look to put some offense on the board. Courtney Fletcher, Riley Cope, and Cora Engel are due up for the Fighting Phoenix. In the game in which McMichael won it 11-1, that was the game in which Ava Grace Pruitt did not pitch. Ava Doss was on the mound. McMichael was able to put 5 runs on the board in the 5th inning. Obviously a different situation here with AGP in the circle. But 5 runs here will bring it to a 1-run ball game. Rockingham County warming up as they've just got a couple more innings before they can secure the Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A Conference Championship. They can't let their foot off the gas right now. Only 1 hit total for the Fighting Phoenix. It was a solo shot home run. They've reached on 3 errors and left 3 runners on base. Dominant pitching performance thus far for Ava Grace Pruitt, who has struck out 9 batters. Courtney Fletcher comes up to the plate. She and Cora Engel are the only players to not be the victims of a strikeout tonight. Fletcher reached on an error back in the 3rd inning. Shows bunt, and it is caught. The diving play by Annabelle Lovelace, keeping the mask on. Ava Grace Pruitt and her other teammate, Rylan Moore, will congratulate her after the great play on the F2. Riley Cope will step into the batter's box. Shows bunt again. It'll go low. 1-0 count. The bottom of the lineup for the Fighting Phoenix has been playing small ball. No runners on, 1 out on the scoreboard here in the 5th inning. McMichael wearing royal blue, Columbia blue, and white today. That one taken inside, 2-0. Cope watching these pitches sail by. Cope scored a run on Tuesday as she shows bunt again. It'll go towards the fans, and nobody caught it. Disappointing. A 2-1 count here for number 2 as Riley Cope marches ahead towards the batter's box. Cope wearing aqua batting gloves shows bunt, lays it down. Pruitt with the grab and the quick throw to Ella Brannick, who's now on first base. The 1-3 brings us back to the top of the lineup. It's Cora Engel, who has reached base on multiple errors. Engel, the only one in a Fighting Phoenix jersey that has not gotten out tonight. As a matter of fact, she's the only one on either team that has not gotten out tonight. Aside from Lainey Rebb, who has subbed out, Madison Childress is now playing in her place. Takes that one for ball 1, 1-0 count for Cora Engel. Engel's playing at third. Here she steps into the left-handed batter's box. That goes outside. 2 balls, no strikes for number 16. That one will sail just above the right-handed batter's box. A 3-0 count now as Pruitt walks outside of the circle and now steps back within the chalk. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Down the middle for a strike. Engel steps back in. She's made it to third base. She's made it to second base tonight. Takes it outside for a strike. Now loading up the count at 3-2. Pruitt trying to end the inning. Engel trying to get some offense going. McMichael desperately needs something here. Pulls it foul on the riser. It'll go right in front of Rockingham County's dugout. The full count. Payoff pitch. Drilled into left field. Chloe Ferguson makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top half of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. This is the only time since the 2nd inning that there's been a 3 up, 3 down inning for either team. It's 7-1 Rockingham County as we head to inning number 6. Time running out for McMichael to do something about the scoreboard. McMichael is the 1 seed in this tournament, so they will be batting last. So they've still got 18 strikes to go. Rockingham County going to try to add some extra insurance to their lead here. Can never have too much insurance when you're facing this McMichael squad, who has put up a ton of home runs this year, 26 total, including one from Ellie Southern back in the 4th inning. Due up for the Cougars, if there are no changes in the lineup, will be Ava Grace Pruitt, then Bella Jones, and Annabelle Lovelace batting third this inning. Pruitt walks towards the plate.
Number 5, Ava Grace Pruitt.
Pruitt, the UNC softball commit, is going to take a practice swing. Pruitt reached on an error back in the 4th inning. That was the only time she reached base. That one will drop in the zone, 1-0 count. Close to the plate as some wind is picked up. Pruitt sends that one up the middle for a base hit as the ball will touch second base. Ava Grace Pruitt will reach first. Pruitt with her first hit of the night as Bella Jones comes up to the plate. Jones with 5 runs batted in their 2 conference tournament games, rising to the occasion. If they win this title, they're going to have to owe a lot of it to her. Jones swings on that one. It's high, and the catch will be made by Ellie Southern, who walked in about 10 feet off of first base, fly out to first. Lovelace heads up to the plate next. Lovelace back-to-back RBI singles this game. She scored a run, 2 for 3, not only getting it done at the plate, but behind the plate. Made a great diving catch as the catcher. Lovelace takes it low, 1-0 count. Lovelace with the pink baseball bat. Lovelace takes it outside now, 2-0. Sun has moved behind some trees here, so field's gotten a little darker, but the sky's still blue. The pitch to Lovelace. Lovelace cracks that one. And over at second, Ava Harris is not able to make the play. So Lovelace reaches on an E4. As Pruitt makes it to second, and Lovelace makes it to first. Abby Lipscomb now approaches the plate. 2 runners on. Pruitt the lead runner at second. Lovelace at first. Lipscomb, the designated player, chops that one foul. It'll roll in front of the backstop. An 0-1 count. Outside for a strike 2. So Lipscomb down 0-2 in the count as there's a bumblebee right at my eyeball. I'm going to commentate through it. It's now on my hand. Now it's off my hand. Redmond with the pitch. That one is sent over to first. Southern grabs it and races to first base. Beats Lipscomb, but the runners will advance. Pruitt heads to third. Lovelace to second. Cameron Wynant will step up to the plate. Here's number 11. Two runners in scoring position with a 7-1 lead. Here's the pitch. Went on that one way early, 0-1. Melita Hadley in the comments with the scoreboard update. Rockingham County Cougars baseball up 3-0 on the Fighting Phoenix after 5 innings. The pitch. Got her for a strike 2, 0-2 count. Wynant down 0-2 in the count. First base, the only one not filled by a Cougar. Wynant went on that one early. It's a punch out. We head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base, both of which were in scoring position. Due up for the Fighting Phoenix with their backs against the wall. Lindsey Redmond, Olivia Wilson, and Ava Harris are set to bat for these Fighting Phoenix. Thanks for joining us on Roco Radio. If you're interested in the Mid-State Baseball title, that game is currently going on Roco Radio as well. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Substack, and RocoRadio.com. Jonathan Hatman is with the call. Just a few yards away from here. Conference championship action underway here. It's a 7-1 Rockingham County lead. Rockingham County scored 1 run in the first inning, 5 in the third inning, and 1 in the fourth inning. 5th and 6th have been scoreless. And the only offense thus far for McMichael, they've reached on 3 errors. And they've had a solo shot home run, but that's about it for the blue and gold's offense. Rockingham County warming up as the pitcher, Lindsey Redmond, is going to head up to the plate. We know Redmond gets it done on the mound, but she does an amazing job at the plate as well. .538 is her batting average on the year. 35 hits, 23 runs, 32 runs driven in, which is the most on the team. 6 doubles, 4 triples, and 8 home runs for the star pitcher. Redmond grips her bat. towers that one foul. 0-1. Stepping back in is Redmond. Temperatures dropped a little bit here. Redmond went on that one early. 0-2 count. Third pitch of the at-bat. Just missed. 1-2. .64 degrees now here in Eden. Sun's supposed to set in about 35 minutes. We'll probably be out of here by then. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That one is nailed, but it'll go foul as she pulled it towards the left field fence. Keeps it 1-2 in the count as number 14 will walk back to the plate. Winds up her bat. Swings and misses. Lindsay Redmond cut down on strikes for the second time this game. That'll bring up Olivia Wilson.
Now to bat, number 8, Olivia Wilson.
Olivia Wilson, the shortstop, wearing number 8, will step into the left-handed batter's box. Nails that one. But over in center field, running in to make the grab, will be number 16, Macy Hunley.
To bat, number 9, Ava Harris.
So the fly out to center brings up Ava Harris. 2 outs on the board. 4 outs left for the Fighting Phoenix. Harris swings and misses on the first one. 0-1 count. .01 count for Harris. Here's the pitch. Harris fouls that one off. 2 strikes now on the board. Umpire holds up his left fist and 2 fingers on his right hand. A pitch to Harris. Thought about it, didn't go. It's a strikeout anyways. A backwards K in the scorebook. 3 up, 3 down for the second inning in a row. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base as Ava Grace Pruitt strikes out 2 and Macy Hunley makes the play in center field to send us to inning number 7, the 7th and final inning coming up of the Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A conference title here on the Softball Diamond on Roco Radio. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, Substack, and RocoRadio.com. I've enjoyed bringing you the call from here in Eden. Seventh inning on the way. Here to lead off the final inning will be Chloe Ferguson, who had an RBI single in the 3rd and a double in the 5th. She's 2 for 3 total. Next up after her will be Izzy Rakestraw, who's pinch hitting for Macy Hunley. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Then in the hole will be Ella Brannick, the right fielder, who has now moved to first base after some defensive changes. She is 1 for 3 with a single, a strikeout, a 4-3, and she reached on an error. So heading up to the plate is number 10.
Sue Ferguson.
Chloe/Sue Ferguson will step in. Digs her feet into the dirt. Cuts on the first one, it'll go foul. Few feet in front of Ellie Southern, who is playing first base. It's an 0-1 count for Ferguson. Ferguson wearing the sunglasses as she steps in. Fouls that one off as well. It'll hit the top of the backstop, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes for Ferguson. Wearing black cleats. Powers that one, it's foul. 0-2. Ferguson playing in left field. Hasn't had too much action out there. She's caught a couple of outfield hits. But it's mostly been strikeouts defensively for the Cougars. Ferguson watches that one sail low. Will take her first ball of the at-bat. It makes it 1-2 for number 10. Ferguson swings on that one over at third. Engel makes the play, putting it in the glove of her teammate Ellie Southern. The 5-3 will bring up
number 16, Macy Hunley.
Macy Hunley. Macy Hunley back up to the plate after Izzy Rakestraw was batting for her in the 5th inning. Here's Hunley stepping in, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Made the grab in center field back in the 6th inning. Takes that one low to make it 1-0. Hunley steps out and takes a practice swing. Thought about that when it hit her bat. That'll put a strike on the board. Two balls, no strikes. Here's Hunley stepping back in. Sends that one through for the base hit. Hunley steps on the first base bag for the first time this ball game. A runner on first with 1 out on the board for Ella Brannick. Brannick has scored 2 runs tonight. Moved in from right field to first base in place of Lainey Rebb after some defensive substitutions. Brannick has played in 17 games this year, all 17 games. Rockingham County trying to improve to 14-4. Here's the pitch, number 1 is a strike. Brannick takes the second one outside. It's 1-1. Brannick's on-base percentage before this game was .509. Her slugging was .638 for an OPS of 1.147. A ball and a strike for her. Sends that one over towards right field on the run. The play is made. Hunley is held up at first after Riley Cope has to race for it all the way to the foul line. That'll put 2 outs on the board as McMichael tries to send it to the final half inning. Madison Childress will come up to the plate. She's in right field. Didn't start today. Came on in the 5th inning. Grounded into a 1-3 in her lone at-bat of the ball game. Childress with her first at-bat, with her second at-bat, rather, of this conference tournament after Rockingham County received a bye into round 2, the conference semifinals, where they beat 3-seeded Walkertown this Tuesday. It was on this very field. It was 3-1. That's how they got here. Here's the pitch. Thought about going for a check swing. It bounced off her bat and went foul. 0-1. Stepping back in is Childress. Holds the bat on her shoulder, now lifts it. Sends it over towards third. Cora Engel makes the play to Ellie Southern. The 5-3 sends us to the bottom half of the 5th inning. A 7-1 Rockingham County lead. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. And Macy Hunley will be left on base. McMichael down to their final 9 strikes here in the 7th inning on Roco Radio. Due up for the McMichael Fighting Phoenix, Lizzie Wilson, Ellie Southern, and Gabby Schlosser. Last three members of the Phoenix guaranteed to get an at-bat before the playoffs begin. Only one hit total thus far for the Fighting Phoenix, and the last 7 batters have been retired. I believe it's 11 total strikeouts thrown thus far by Ava Grace Pruitt. Fighting Phoenix have been aggressive at the plate. Just hasn't worked out for them. You've got to know Coach Langle is thrilled with the 7 runs here. Thought it would come down to them needing to put runs on the board. They have done so. So here it comes, Lizzie Wilson.
Izzy Wilson.
Makes her way into the right-handed batter's box. First pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1 count. Second pitch to Wilson. Has to dodge it with her feet. 1-1 count. One ball, one strike for Lizzie Wilson. Takes it for ball 2. 2-1 count. Malia Hadley in the comments with a scoreboard update. Cougars lead the Phoenix 3-0 on the baseball diamond after 6 innings. Here's the pitch. That'll go at the feet as well. A 3-1 count. Lizzie Wilson trying to draw the walk. She does not on that pitch. She'll foul it back to make it a 3-2 count. Seven strikes left for the Phoenix. Stepping in. Holds the bat close. Smacks that one foul. Full count for Lizzie Wilson with her team down 6 runs in the final half inning. Here's the pitch. It's high, it walks her.
Now to bat number 15, Ellie Southern.
Ellie Southern up next for the Fighting Phoenix. Southern has a runner on first. Here's the pitch. Pulls that one foul towards the parking lot. It'll go over the fence, but foul. That means it's 0-1. Lizzie Wilson just became the first McMichael Fighting Phoenix player to draw a walk in this game. She's got a pinch runner over at first. I believe it's Josie Tucker, but I'm not sure. Here's the pitch. It's a big strike there. Now 0-2. Southern watches that one go high. She thought about it, didn't go. 1-2. Ellie Southern thinks about a practice swing. She takes a practice swing. Now she steps in. Big cut on that one. And a big miss as she swings and strikes out. 12 strikeouts for Ava Grace Pruitt this evening. One down, 2 to go for the Rockingham County Cougars.
Number 18, Gabby Slaughter.
Heading up to the plate will be Mac Johnson, number 4 for the Fighting Phoenix. Mac Johnson in place of Gabby Slosser.
Number 4, Mac Johnson.
Here's Johnson stepping in. One out on the board. A pinch runner at first. Second and third are empty. They're down by 6. She shows bunt, pulls it back. That will go over the head of Annabelle Lovelace. That allows Josie Tucker to advance to second. Shows bunt, pulls it back in time, but is a strike anyways, 1-1. Runner in scoring position now. Johnson bunts it back, foul. Into the backstop. Now 1-2. Swung on that one, and that's another K. 13 strikeouts thus far for Ava Grace Pruitt, and one more out will do the job. Courtney Fletcher heads up to the plate, trying to keep the dreams of a conference title alive for the Fighting Phoenix, trying to keep this game going. 2 outs on the board. A runner on second. Fletcher takes the first one down the middle for a strike 1. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on the board. Ava Grace Pruitt 1 strike away from strikeout number 14 of the day. And a conference title. Here it comes. It's low. 1-2. AGP with the pitch. Fletcher watches it go high at eye level to make it a 2-2 count. Fletcher gets back into the batter's box. Here it goes. That's a roller. Tucker will advance to third uncontested. Now a full count after Fletcher had 2 strikes on the first 2 pitches of the at-bat. The payoff pitch. Appeal to first base? No. That's a walk. He walked her. Fletcher keeps a good eye there. That'll put runners on the corners. Riley Cope at the plate. Second base is the only one without a Fighting Phoenix player on it. Shows bunt. Bunts it back into the fence. Runners on first and third. A 1 count. Here's Cope showing bunt. Lays it down. Pruitt with the throw. She gets it to Ella Brannick at first. And the Rockingham County Cougars are your mid-state 3A, 4A, 5A conference champions after a 7-1 victory over the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Rockingham County takes the season series over McMichael, their cross-county rivals, 2-1. Getting revenge for that original loss and winning this one 7-1. A dominant showing on the mound by Ava Grace Pruitt. 1 hit total given up. 2 walks issued, both in the final inning. 14 total strikeouts thrown. And that's one of the reasons that the Cougars have won the conference title. 2 runners left on base in the final inning. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Fighting Phoenix. Going to bring you the postgame show. And they will be giving out conference awards in a moment. We'll hand it over to the crowd mic when that begins. Fantastic job by the Rockingham County Cougars, who will now advance to a record of 14-4 overall, ahead of the playoffs. And McMichael Fighting Phoenix dropped to 19-4. 2 4-loss teams, 2 competitors, or contenders rather, for their respective titles. McMichael in the 3A, Rockingham County in the 5A. We're excited for that playoff run. Coach Casto said they were seeing this game and viewing it as a, pump-up game for the playoffs, kind of see where they're at. Not just about a conference trophy in the trophy case. It was about getting ready for the ultimate prize, the playoffs. They're getting set to hand out the conference awards. Also, if you're looking to hear what's going on the baseball diamond, Jonathan Atley's with the call on Facebook, YouTube, Substack, RocoRadio.com. As the Cougars lead it 3-0 on the Fighting Phoenix after 6 innings. That was the last update we had from Melita. Looking at the stats for Rockingham County, Macy Hunley went 1 for 4 with a single. Izzy Rakestraw went 0 for 1. Ella Brennick reached on an error. She had a single. She went 1 for 4 total. Lainey Reb had a walk, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Madison Childress went 0 for 2. Ava Grace Pruitt went 1 for 3, had a single, reached on an error. And first base got the best of her twice. Bella Jones doing a great job this tournament. She went 2 for 4, an RBI single, a 2 RBI double. Those put the first 3 runs of the game on the board for her. Annabelle Lovelace will do an amazing job as well. She had 2 hits, an RBI single in both the 3rd and the 4th innings. Reached base on an error in the 6th inning as well. 2 for 3 total. Abby Lipscomb reached on a walk and reached on an error. She got out twice with a fly out to shortstop and then a ground out to first. Cam Wynant had an RBI single. That was her only offense of the day, 1 for 4 total. And finally, Chloe Ferguson goes 2 for 4 with an RBI single, a double, a strikeout, and grounding into a 5-3. Stats aren't as pretty for the Fighting Phoenix. Cora Inglewood reached on an error twice. Had a fly out to left field where Ferguson made the grab in the 5th inning. Lindsay Redmond goes 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Olivia Wilson goes 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout. Ava Harris goes 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Lizzie Wilson reaches on a walk, 0 for 2 otherwise. Ellie Southern goes 1 for 3 with a solo shot home run. Gabby Slosser struck out 3 times. She went 0 for 3. Courtney Fletcher reached on an error, had a pop out where Annabelle Lovelace made an incredible grab. The catcher didn't even take her mask off, jumps up, makes the diving play. Then she reached on a walk in the final inning. And Riley Cope would go 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ava Grace Pruitt throws a 1-hitter. 2 walks issued otherwise, 3 errors total. 5 runners left on base for the Fighting Phoenix. And the total strikeout number will be 13 for Pruitt. Everybody on the Phoenix lineup card except for Courtney Fletcher and Cora Engel eventually struck out. Melita Hatley gives a scoreboard update The Rockingham County Cougars baseball squad also getting the better of McMichael right now. They're up 5-0 in the top of the 7th inning. Jonathan Hatley is on the call over at Moorhead's baseball field right now. You can listen in on Facebook, YouTube, Substack, and on RocoRadio.com. They're getting set to give out the conference awards for the Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A conference soon. Coach Doss has got a microphone as the trophies are set in the circle. Got a pretty good showing here in the Tri-City on a lovely day on the final day of April. Sun is mostly set. One behind some trees. Still some blue in the sky. Clouds are turning different colors. There's a light breeze as it's in the low 60s here in Eden. So it's feeling pretty good out here. And the Rockingham County Cougars are certainly feeling really good as they celebrate a Mid-State Conference title win in a very tough conference that includes the McMichael Fighting Phoenix and the Walkertown Wolfpack. They have earned the right to celebrate after taking down Walkertown 3-1 this Tuesday to advance to today's game where they defeated McMichael 7-1. Final score of 7-1 as Rockingham County celebrates a Mid-State Conference Championship win here on Roco Radio. Got to get set for the Mid-State Awards. As the Fighting Phoenix will talk it over and get prepared for the playoffs. We're going to have all the softball playoff coverage you need here on Roco Radio. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, subscribe on our YouTube page, and you're following us on Substack as well as we get set for softball and baseball playoffs coming up very soon. We'll bring you all the information you need to know about that as long as you are subscribed. Thank you.
He was over here listening.
So Ronald Barker, get to see him walking over to take the picture of the championship titles. We're going to see those in the trophy case at Rockingham County soon. As Coach Doss gets set to hand out all conference awards, I would be willing to put this Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A softball conference, an all-star team of them, up against any other conference in the state. Would nearly be unfair. There's a full moon out tonight as well. You can already see it looking left towards the baseball field. It is already up even though the sun is still up. And we've got a final score for the baseball conference. Rockingham County wins the conference title 5-0 over the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. So Rockingham County baseball and softball have both won conference championships on the same day in the same city of Eden, North Carolina. Conference champs in both sports are the Rockingham County Cougars. They're celebrating on both fields currently. Going to hand it over to the crowd mic in just a moment. Higher seed won every game in the tournament up until this one. As 2-seeded Rockingham County Cougars knock off the 1-seeded McMichael Fighting Phoenix to earn a conference championship ring. We'll hand it over to the crowd mic.
Check, check. Let's have a round of applause for both teams for a great championship game. We'd like to recognize our regular season conference champions, the McMichael Phoenix. And your conference tournament champions, the Rockingham County Lady Cougars. And now your all-tournament team. First for Moorhead, Aubrey Easley. Also from Moorhead, Taylor Cisneros. From Walkertown, Chloe Isaacs. Also from Walkertown, Macy Miller. From McMichael, Ellie Southern. From McMichael, Lindsay Redmond. And from McMichael, Cora Engel. From Rockingham, Annabelle Lovelace. From Rockingham, Bella Jones. From Rockingham, Ella Brannick. And from Rockingham, your tournament MVP, Ava Grace Pruitt.
Go. Grab a table. Please. All right, gang, right here. Congratulations, ladies.
Now we would like to recognize our Mid-State Athletic All-Conference team. First from Reedsville, Pamela Bell. From Bartlett Yancey, Lindsay Smithers. From Moorhead, Brooklyn Ray. From Moorhead, Taylor Hopper. From Moorhead, Saley Ahern. From Walkertown, Sadie Smith. From Walkertown, Macy Miller. From Walkertown, Olivia Bateman. From McMichael, Lindsay Redmond. From McMichael, Cora Engel. From McMichael, Ava Harris. From McMichael, Olivia Wilson. From McMichael, Lizzie Wilson. From Rockingham, Macy Hundley. From Rockingham, Ella Brennick. From Rockingham, Bella Jones. From Rockingham, Chloe Sue Ferguson. And from Rockingham, Ava Grace Pruitt.
Here, ladies. Thank you.
And now our top awards for the conference. Coach of the Year from Rockingham, Candace Langle. Mid-State Pitcher of the Year, Lindsay Redmond from McMichael. And your Mid-State Conference Player of the Year from Rockingham, Ava Grace Pruitt.
Give everybody a big round of applause.
That'll do it for us here on Roco Radio. Thanks for joining us. Rockingham County wins this title 7-1 over the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Congratulations to the Rockingham County Cougars. Congratulations to all the all-conference players, all-conference tournament selections, and to Ava Grace Pruitt for tournament MVP and conference player of the year, and to Lindsay Redmond for winning Mid-State 3A, 4A, 5A Pitcher of the Year. 7-1, Rockingham County wins the Mid-State title. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and following us on Facebook as we get set to bring you the playoffs. Thanks so much for listening in on Roco Radio.